Hi guys, thanks for coming on the Zoom call tonight. Okay, I just wanted to go through a little bit of training with you this evening. Okay, so I've bullet pointed it tonight to just run through, there's a few points here. Your why and your heartbeat, captive audience, your DMOs, packed, 100 list, corporate and VIP, 8251 and the 5 rule, social media and branding, MLM, build relationships, grabbing opportunities and ownership. So this is what we're going to cover today on the Zoom call. So now going back up to what I mentioned earlier about your why and your heartbeat. So guys, it's really important that you know exactly what your why is. If you don't know what your why is, it's going to be really hard for you to make this business work. So every day when you get up, you should always know what your why is. I know what my why is. My why is my family every single day. I want to make sure that I create something for us so we can continue having financial freedom as well as time. At the moment, yes, it's busy, but that's the way it is because I'm trying to grow a team and obviously give you guys the support that you need. And yeah, so it's really important that you know what your why is and what your heartbeat. This company is very much on board with, you know, how you feel. It's all about caring and sharing. It's definitely something that they're passionate about. And it's more than just the product, as you know, you have been doing this for a while. It's not about just the product and it's not about just the business. It's about a personal growth and a personal journey. I know I've learned quite a lot in the space of a few months than I did 15 months ago. So I definitely feel the longer you do this, the more in love with it that you become. Okay, so another thing that I think is really important is knowing what your captive audience is. If you don't know who your audience is, it's going to be really hard for you to be able to share this amazing product and the opportunity to people around you. I know exactly what mine is. I knew it from the start. If you don't know what your audience is, then just have a look at what type of people are interested in what you're doing. Basically, people that are liking your things that you're posting. You might be posting things about beauty or fashion. You might post things about a new pair of shoes, or, you know, when you like that look, you know, when you've got that thing that comes up on your Facebook feed about, I want that look, or maybe like the accessories or even makeup and things like that. If people are liking what you're sharing, they're obviously interested in that type of thing that you're interested in. So maybe that's your audience if it is to do with beauty or fashion. Well, my captive audience is obviously people that don't know me. It's fitness and health. And so I'm attracting people that are really interested in getting fit and getting healthy and having fun. But I'm also attracting mums and people that are pregnant and, you know, even the older ladies, more mature ladies I'm attracting as well. So I'm kind of, my market and my audience is basically quite a vast amount of people here. So I haven't limited myself just to women, and I haven't limited myself just to, you know, just mums or just people that want to keep fit. It's a very wide variety of people. So it's really important that you know what your audience is. So basically, because I like fitness and health, I'm going to be posting things with fitness and health as well. I won't be posting things about fashion if that's not what I'm all about. So it's the same as you. If you're interested in fashion, you're not going to be posting things about HIIT training. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. And anyone that doesn't know what DMO stands for, it actually stands for, I learnt this when I went to Brighton. Bear with me. When I went to Brighton, it did open my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't realise. I knew you had to do tasks every day, but my tasks were a little bit all over the place, and I'm always writing lists all the time. But I kind of just write a list and not quite knowing what I'm doing with it. But this time, after coming away from Brighton, the conference we went there, it talked about DMOs, and we talk about it quite a lot on here because it's really important that you know what your daily method of operation is. It doesn't have to be like a list of 20 things. we decided to list about 3 things a day that we need to tackle. So DMO stands for Daily Method of Operation. Last month, I concentrated on 1 motivational post every single morning and contacting 3 people and just basically hooking up with them, having a coffee or just seeing how they are. And then that way it will lead on to what I'm doing and, you know, how I'm getting on. And in that way it will lead on to them being interested in the product and you. Because people actually buy into you as a person, not the product. And then another thing was a personal thing that I take so long to read my book. I started reading 5 pages a day to read my book, and I did finish it, I think it was a week ago. So then I thought, oh, I'll start a new book. It's really important to try and do personal development as well. There's loads of personal development books out there, which I've put in one of the folders as well, on the TNG group. So DMO is something that we're really pushing on every day. And another thing that I came away from the conference in Brighton was the abbreviation PACT. PACT stands for Personal Development. How ironic, I was just talking about that. Personal development, adding people at least 5 a day, contacting people, and obviously taking the product. So that's what PACT stands for. That definitely helps me moving forward. I do think since Brighton, it's opened my eyes up a bit more about what I'm trying to portray and what my vision is. Another thing we talk about a lot is about that 100 list. You might not necessarily have a list of 100 people. I know I have got a list of 100 people. I've got loads. You start off with your family. You start listing out all the people that you want to help in your family, and then you list your friends, and then you list your Facebook friends. And then you start off with, if you start off with the letter A and work your way down, that will be a good starting point. And you don't need to be talking about the product at all. You just really need to be building new relationships and contacting some old friends, getting reunited with them. It's actually really good fun. You actually start remembering, you know, what your relationships were like before. And who doesn't want to go back in time? I mean, I've met so many people that I haven't spoken to for about, I don't know, there's somebody I haven't spoken to for 22 years. And we've reconnected and it's been amazing. So I talked about corporate because a lot of people keep going, oh, I don't have anybody, everybody's saying no. But the thing is, if they're only asking 1 or 2 people, then yeah, the vast minority will be no. But I know that I probably talk to about 10 or 15 people a day, and at least 5 of those are interested in wanting more information. So if you do the power of numbers, the more people you talk to, the more people are going to be wanting to know a little bit more about what you're doing and wanting to know why is it so much fun, why have you got so much more energy than they have. Another thing that I'm really keen on getting across is about corporate. So when I say corporate, it's more to do with, for example, there's loads of gymnastic clubs around. There's loads of football clubs, there's golf, there's bowls, there's loads of beauty salons, there's loads of, you've got just loads of different companies that you can approach, especially like hairdressers and places like that. Connect with them, chat to them, get your nails done at a place, drop it in conversation. I mean, I've been trying to get hold of a gymnastics place since last year. They said they said no, and then they said yeah, and then they kept cancelling their meetings with me. But because they said no, I'm not going to give up there. I am going to get this gymnastic club, and I will hold an event there. But it just makes me want to continue. I contacted Transform 2 weeks ago. Absolutely in love with the product, love the idea of what we're offering, but they want me to come back in 9 months' time. But they also wanted me to share with them and their team the product, the people that work there. So there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a silver lining around each cloud. So don't be afraid about approaching these different like companies. I definitely still want to do the bowls in Erith. I said I was going to do that about a month ago, so that's on my list. And VIP, so it's really important that we're going to talk about customers now. So with your customers, you need to treat your customers like VIP. Don't just get the orders in and then go, right, yeah, thank you very much. It's really important that you look after them. I text my customers at least twice a week, especially in their first month. I get them to share their journey and tag me. I also get them to, give us a text back to see how they're getting on. And you can use the survey that's uploaded, which I'll talk about in the training session this week. If you do like the one simple change that we spoke about yesterday, it's a 4-week kind of checklist. That makes them feel special. And obviously Christmas is coming up. Send them a little Christmas card or like an e-card and wish them a Merry Christmas. Make them feel special, because at the end of the day, they have invested in us, and it's the least we could do is invest our time in them. And also it's really important with your customers that you get testimonials from them, save them and upload them in this album in here with the testimonials that I've got, because each person's story will inspire another person. And that means the more people that we inspire, the more people that we're going to be helping. And who wouldn't want to do that and help people, inspire them and help them with their healthy living? I know that I've helped hundreds of people get healthy and fit over the last 18 months. And a good portion of those, a good 80% of them, are actually on the product, and they've all got a story and a testimonial to share, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, another thing I wanted to share is 8251. When we talk about 8251, what we're actually talking about is that every single product that you share with customers, you are going to get points. So what we're trying to explain to everybody is, if you in your head think, okay, I've just got to get 825 points and 1 distributor. If you carry on doing that, that means you're qualifying your business each month. We've got an incentive here. If you do that every month for 3 months, you'll get a free Birmingham ticket, which is going to be launched in February. There's a massive convention in Birmingham, which will absolutely blow your mind. It's supposed to be bigger than the Brighton one. Then Juice Plus will give you a free ticket. And if you do it for 4 months, they're going to give you free accommodation as well. So 825 means 825 points and 1 distributor. Just in case you didn't know what that was all about, because obviously we mentioned that quite a lot when we're doing updates on the system. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the social media and branding Zoom call. We've uploaded the Zoom call on here. It's really, really important that you listen to this Zoom call, because it will absolutely change the way that you are sharing your business. It talks about knowing your brand. If you don't know your brand, then it's going to be really hard for your customers to know what your brand is. So for me, I like really bright colours. I like the look of the bright food. I like California dreaming, so I put a lot of things with beach, and I put a lot of pictures of girls with sunglasses in camper vans. That's my kind of branding. I also make sure I put my company name on a lot of my images, and I download my images and then I put them on an app called Molded or Picture Collage, which I talked about earlier in the week. Identify yourself, give yourself a signature. Also, it's nice to be inspired by different uplines and different people that are doing the business. And if someone's got their logo or stamp on their picture, try not to copy it completely. Don't just upload it and share it. Why don't you use that as an inspiration and make your own one, which is very similar, with your own stamp on it? Because then that way you're learning to create and brand yourself out, which then it will appear to audiences, and then they'll know exactly where you're coming from if you do. So talking about the branding as well, I'll just quickly show you what they were sharing with us last night, very, very briefly, because you can actually listen to the call. They talked about, which is quite ironic really, because they talked about having like a profile, like a personal profile. And what I did, I separated my personal and my business. So my account, being a Widderbee, is all fitness and health, and my Sabrina Stevens is my personal account. Since I've created a business account, my business has completely expanded. It's doubled, and I'm constantly getting messages from different people, and it's easy for me to add loads of people, new people, on my friends list. So make sure, if you do, I do suggest that you do actually create another account just for your network marketing business and your Juice Plus. Make sure your profile is public. You're allowed to add 5,000 friends as a limit. Be consistent. You have to make sure you post regularly on your page and you update it with different things, making sure that you're you know, say for example, you were on the ball for 7 days and then you took 7 days off. Trust me, the 7 days that you take off will make a massive dent in your business. So it's important that you keep the momentum going, keep surfing the wave and keep going, because the moment you stop, people forget what you're doing. So keep the momentum going and keep consistent. Use hashtags for your brand if you're doing things in Instagram. I don't really hashtag on Facebook, but on Instagram I do. This will link into different companies that will start looking at your things, at your images and your story. Engage with your audience, like and comment and interact. So when people are liking your things, maybe like some of their things. If someone's into training or someone into fashion, and start liking their things and make a comment. And every now and again, maybe send them a message and just say, oh, you've just come back from Spain, or my mum lives in Spain. How was it? It'll obviously be maybe a friend of yours, and then you kind of build relationships from there. Also, inspire people daily, because what would inspire you? I mean, for me, inspiration for me would be somebody doing loads of exercises and, you know, drinking like a nice shake, or, you know, fashion I'm inspired about really as well, especially if it's in fitness world. Promote a lifestyle definitely with health and business, so mix it together. Try and get some health in there as well, because you wouldn't be like, if you think about it, with your profile page, you don't want to be having a photo of you smoking a cigarette, put it that way. So it's really important that with your image that you are portraying exactly what the product portrays, and also with your attitude. It's really important that you remain positive on your profile page and your statuses. When you're uploading photos to your profile page, try and put them in albums. I've started doing that now. So, because what happens if you don't put them in albums, you're just going to lose them in loads of photos. So with me, I've got a food album. So every time I upload my food, I stick it in my album, so it's always there. And also things like, I've got transformations from clients as well in there that I've put in a folder, then I won't lose it. Another thing that's really, really good is join Facebook groups. I've joined one local, I've got 2 local ones that I've joined. One in Thanet. Thanet and surrounding areas always promotes things like Christmas fairs and summer fairs and things like that, which is really, really good, because then you can actually connect with other businesses. And this is what leads me on to the other point here about heading into your MLM, building relationships. So if you've got other businesses like Unique, and what else is, you've got Unique, you've got the Wrap It Right girls, definitely interact with them, because they will be there to share your product as well as you helping them share theirs. I've definitely grown my business through the Wrap It girls and also Unique, because they're all singing from the same song sheet with you, because they're all, you know, striving for the same dream and the same vision. So they will help you. So it's really important that you try and bond with other like side businesses like that. And also talking about side businesses, for me, I think I've grown a hell of a lot having sidelines. A sideline is somebody that's part of Juice Plus that isn't on your team, but they're on another team. I bounce a lot with sidelines because I'm always constantly talking to them. If my team aren't available, I'm always talking to my sidelines and throwing ideas around a lot, and that helps me with my growth as well. Another thing that I want to talk about is people always keep asking, when do I post? I don't know when to post. So here is a little kind of bullet point. 6 to 8 in the morning, inspirational post, breakfast, plan for the day. 12 to 1, lunch, client results, business meeting. 5 to 7, inspiration, event promotion, recognition. And 8 to 10, evening meal, client results and event buzz. These are just ideas that you could use to promote your healthy lifestyle. It could be anything. I mean, we've got like a business meeting. A business meeting is just basically you're meeting up with your team to talk about when you're going to be doing an event next, or when your next Zoom call is, or when your next training is, things like that. So you can be as creative as you want with your what you're doing in those times. But 4 times, so you've got 4 different area windows to post your things on Facebook and Instagram. So it talks about doing 6 till 8, 12 till 1, 5 till 7, and 8 till 10. That is the most busiest time to be able to get people to watch what you're doing and to absorb what you're sharing. Another thing is to focus. Business should be a customer focus with constant promotion of the business opportunity. So it's really important that you promote your business opportunity. I'm only doing it about twice a week because I don't want to bombard my page with recruit, because I think it's better to recruit people personally that I feel are definitely on the same wavelength with me. I'm kind of looking for that little something, that little spark. I'm not just recruiting anybody, I'm recruiting people that I believe that would, you know, work well with me and also be inspired with what we're doing, and also them getting inspired by other people. So, and that's how I'm running my business. And I hope that helps. Another thing talked about branding. So I said that earlier about knowing exactly what your audience is. We talk about vision boards all the time. So you've got a vision board of what you want your vision to be. And I've got my vision, which is I want to be at next promotion. I want to book my family holiday to Spain by February. I want to take my team on a Christmas party to Sugar Hut in January. I think I said it was end of January. I want to have 4 new team members by the end of January. So that's my vision board. But there's also another one, which is your branding vision. So for me, I like really bright colours. So I put purple up, I put yellow up, and things like that. So it's really important that you kind of streamline what you're doing. Know what your target audience is, which you talked about earlier, and try and do some brainstorming for your names. I've got the Be Fitness company. It originally was Be Fit because my nickname's Bina. As time went on, my business started to grow and I wanted it to sound more prestigious. So I changed it to the Be Fitness company. I was inspired by Christine Lever. I didn't know that was her name at the time. I was absolutely blown away with the female fitness company. I loved the concept of what she was doing. I love the fact that it was American-y, California, with loads of like fruit and vibrant, and like all the little shorts and the little crop tops and all that. I just loved it. I just absolutely loved that vision. So I was inspired by that, and then I just kind of put my little tweak on it. I'm still inspired by it, and I will continue to do things like that. She's actually started branding herself now out into more, I don't know, concept, modern type of things. Still a little bit like California, but hers is more like a business side of it, which probably later on I'll be at that stage. But at the moment, I want to keep it fun and a bit more less formal. Yeah, do a brainstorm. Think about what names that you'd like to call your business. I've called it the Be Fitness Company, and I've also called this group TeamTNG because we are the next generation of people that can help our children get healthy. It's really important that we get healthy to our kids at a young age. That's what it's all about. It's actually before they were even born, so it's really important to get this product into people that are pregnant, especially the women that are expecting babies as soon as they fall pregnant. So we're on a mission to get that out there. Yeah, so maybe brainstorm what your business name could be. And then I've got my team name. This team name will change next year because we'll be growing so big that I don't want it to be called TeamTNG. I want it to be changed to the Generation Project because I really like the ringtone of it. When you do think of a business name, make sure that you trademark it, that you investigate to make sure that you haven't got another name like that out there, to make sure that you don't get sued. So it's important that you brainstorm and then get the trademark on your brand. Grabbing opportunities is something that I do every day. When I was on holiday, I saw so many opportunities slip through my fingers, but that's cool because I was on holiday. Every single day, I'm like, okay, that person could really do something with what we've got. There's always somebody out there that is on the same wavelength as you that you could actually inspire, and they'll end up doing really, really well and making a really, really good life out of what we do. Especially if they've got people that they can help that need this. I think every single person needs this product in their life, 100%. Like I said before, I wish I was on this product when I was pregnant, because I was so tired when I was pregnant and the second time. So make sure if you see an opportunity and you think, oh, I'm just going to get their number, go and get their number. Don't hold back. I've done that all week this week, and every single person has given me their contact details. So it just goes to show, if you don't know, then you'll never know. If you don't try and grab that number, you'll never know. So you've got nothing to lose, but just go and grab that opportunity. Also, talking about ownership, just finishing off now, guys. Ownership. You know, when I mentioned earlier about it's good to be inspired by people. Yeah, 100%. Get inspired by, like I did with my fitness company. And I hold my hands up. I used to steal her images all the time. I was like, okay, cut her name out. I'm going to use that. But what I'm starting to do now is, you know, believe in my own brand my stuff, but stick my name, like my brand name, on all of my flyers. Be inspired by it, so I start making my own collages and think, oh yeah, I like that, the way that colour that milkshake is, so I'm going to use that, but I'm going to use a different one that's in a different cup, you know. So definitely take ownership of what you're doing. So it's you that's doing it, and it's not like completely being copied. But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you. And we've got training tomorrow. I am a day or two behind, so apologies about that. I want to talk about, there's some surveys that you should be giving to your customers to make sure that they're getting everything that they need after they've signed up to the product. I'm going to talk to you about testimonials right now. Guys, when your clients have been on the product for at least a month, please can you get them to text you or share on your Facebook their testimonials. And from that testimonial, ask them if it's okay to share it, and then save it and then put it in our album that's in TeamTNG that says testimonials. Because it's really, really important that we get as many testimonials as possible. Share and care is what we do. We are not selling, we're storytelling. So this product is amazing. It does so many things that helps you get through your day. It bridges the gap from what you do eat and what you should eat. You want as many people to feel as amazing as you. So speak to 5 people, or if you can't speak to 5 people, speak to 3 people. I'm speaking to at least, like I said, 10 or 15 people a day, and I'm getting at least 8 people interested. So guys, get out there, do your sharing and caring, get your feedback from your customers, make sure they're okay. So if you contact them twice a week, they will be telling you if they're taking your capsules or not. Because trust me, they don't take them all the time. They need you there to support them. If you're saying you haven't got time, it doesn't take 2 minutes just to text them, okay? And tomorrow we'll talk about the 2 surveys, and I'll try and talk about the events and everything. We are a day or 2 behind on the training, but that's cool. We'll just keep doing it. Guys, if you've got any questions, then drop me a line and I'll go through them on training. Thanks for listening, and I hope it's helped. Thank you. Bye.